After approximately 120 kilometres of driving, we arrived at Palm Valley, which is in the Finke Gorge National Park. Once we'd set up, we were off exploring.
Time for a walk. Looks like there's a couple of walks you can do here. We have decided to do the 1 hour 2 kilometre loop, and it is called Runkia Walk. So let's go. We are heading into Palm Valley. And you can get a bit of a sense of why they say Palm Valley. We've come from that direction there.
On the jump up, did you touch anything apart from Tony? No. Nope.
And we are up, heading up the hill.
A couple times, yeah. So you did touch it? Oh no, not underneath though.
So we are climbing, getting higher.
Got that crowbar?
We climbed the hill and we've now made our way down the hill, and we're in the heart of the valley here now. And yeah, quite a few palms here. They're a cabbage palm, and I think the sign said they've sort of been dated between 100 and 300 years old, and I think at last count about 9,300 of them. So that's the ridge line that we've walked across up the top there. But yeah, definitely an ancient sort of landscape. Give you a bit of a look of the track into Palm Valley. Bit of a step up here, we're coming down it, but we did have to go up it. Off on a solo mission this afternoon. We had our walk this morning into Palm Valley, and I'm going to tackle a 5k loop this afternoon. So I think this is the Empara walk, they call it. Does follow a bit of a Dreamtime story, but Peter's already done this walk yesterday. Says it was pretty good. So just coming up to an information bay here. We'll get some information on that. Apparently it's 5k's, 2 hours they reckon. Takes you to another valley. But there you go, you can see the nice rock formations there, and the valley sort of down behind me. And as you sort of drive into Palm Valley, the gorge gets narrower. Anyway, let's go. 5k's. Rightio, follow the signs. Must admit the walks so far have been very well signposted, so no problems coming out here. Some different wildflowers out here as well. We've we've got the Fink River down there, dry at the moment. It sort of looks like one of those rivers that, you know, when it rains, it has water in it. Once it stops raining, the water just keeps running through. It doesn't look like it sort of sits around in there, although there is a few sort of, you know, little pools of water. But we did have to cross that. You might be able to make out the track through there. We crossed that yesterday, and I have to go back out tomorrow morning that way as well. Yeah, we've just come across a looks like a glamping tent sort of setup here. All reports, it doesn't sound like it is used anymore, but would have thought some tourist organisation would take it on. It looks like there's a communal sort of dwelling up here as well. So here we are. This is the mobile phone hotspot. Well, let's try and make a call. There's a little bit of a technique to it. We'll get the mobile phone out. We'll just make sure that it's not on airplane mode, because there just hasn't been any reception. And all we need to do is place our phone up here, and voila, everything starting to come through. Oh, you can probably hear the phone going off. Yeah, messages left, right and centre. Get the important things checked first. Who won the footy last night? We know the Crows went down. Whoops. We know the Crows went down Thursday night. Oh, rightio. Gold Coast Suns beat the Dockers. Read the messages. One from my daughter. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you lots. Thank you, Browner. Yes, it is Father's Day today. My son's messaged me, Lockie's messaged me and said the game's Friday night, so I'll miss out. Yep, won't get there. We can ring home, or ring my wife, ring Joe.
Hello.
Hello, Joe. You are on camera.
Do you like my ear?
They can't see you. They can see a pic. They might be able to make out a picture of you, but you're. Oops. Oh, are we doing FaceTime now? Can we do that? Can we? Let's see if it works.
Yeah, on camera.
Look at that.
Hello.
Yeah, but I've got to stand on my tippy toes because I have to put my phone on a little pole that is in front of a dish to be able to get reception. I'm absolutely in the middle of nowhere, but this is a telephone hotspot.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, hello, Desma.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes, Peter only just reminded us.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you got your GoPro thing happening.
Yep, you're on camera, candid camera. Except I can't see you. There we go. There's Desma there.
How's those flies going?
Not too bad out here.
Okay, well, that's good.
Well, that's the phone calls made. Checked in with home. Checked footy scores. Got my Father's Day wishes from my daughter and the wife. And we'll keep trucking. Still got a little way to go yet. Might be able to make out the Fink River down there. I just thought I'd show you this signpost here. That says this is the 1988 flood height. So you can see the river down in the background there. That's a fair way down. So a lot of water, and there is some information here about the flooding as well. The sign actually has some commentary from the ranger of the day there. It talks about how they perched in a little cave high above the house and they're in the water and watched their things floating away from the workshop and the house. And they could hear lots of explosions that were probably the snapping of large river red gums getting mowed down by other uprooted river gums being carried down by the floodwaters. He said it was a very traumatic experience for him and his family at the time. Some amazing rock formations here. So we're following this ridge line along. Okay, come to a little signboard here that talks about the Mpara story. So what I'm going to do, this is apparently a shortened version of one told to Aboriginal children to discourage them from walking in the hills alone. Ooh, that's not me. Lucky I'm not Aboriginal. Visiting bushwalkers should also take notice, as this is sound advice. So maybe I do need to. So let me condense this shortened version. And actually I've just noticed the red cabbage palms here as well. So there was a man, tawny frog-mouthed man, whose name was Waratha, and he lived at Mparalpuka, which is the gully on your right. So down here, which is where we're heading, that's where the path is going. The tawny frog-mouthed man was a good man, a really nice man, middle-aged man. He never used to look around for a fight. He never used to look for a fight. He only wanted to go hunting, that's all. He had a son, a big boy. Well, this boy liked hunting too. He roamed everywhere over the hills. He didn't like to stay at home. When he'd had enough meat to return home in the evenings to where his father was camping, the two of them camped together on a sandy riverbed. Well, one day the boy went hunting and didn't come home. It was night time. The father thought that strange. The boy always returned as the sun was going down. He lay in his camp in the riverbed all night, waiting anxiously. Before sunrise, he arose. He thought the boy had fallen somewhere in the hills, or perhaps worse still, a pankalanga. Apologies for the pronunciation. A devil man, anyway, had killed him. How could the boy have defended himself against the huge, fierce pankalanga, the devil man, who killed people and ate them? So let's continue along the journey here and find out a little bit more about this story. So we're down in the valley now. We've got some high sort of walls up there. We've come from that direction, and some high ones there. We're sort of heading in a westerly direction, I guess, and you can sort of see the path that the water runs through when it does run through the gully here. Haven't seen any wildlife yet. I've seen evidence of it. So a bit of wallaby droppings, and I suspect some dingo droppings as well. Look like the dingo's been chewing on some bones back there. Well, I've been walking a while now. Here's the next little bit of information about Mpara's story. So it says Meanwhile, the father was looking everywhere for the boy. If you remember, he didn't come home. And it says he went for a very long way. He went a very long way, searching everywhere, came back home having found nothing. He was standing at this place, per Puka, when he saw a maggot crawling along towards him. Then he saw some more. That's strange, he thought. Where are they coming from? He started eating them. He ate mobs and mobs of them. Then he saw something. He saw the bones of his son, the huge and fierce Pankalanga, the devil man, with the long straggly head of hair, had speared the boy, just killed him and left him. He carefully ate up all the bones and flesh and skin of his son, everything. The man went back to his camp and vomited up his son. Next he made lots and lots of heavy fighting spears. Then he got up and left. And we need to keep walking to find out the next story in this Dreamtime story. Gorge is slowly getting narrower. Looks like we've got to a point where now we need to go up the hill. So slow and steady wins the race. Well, starting to huff and puff. The valley's down there and we're climbing. I can see the track goes up that ridge over there. Oh, there's a bit of a nice cool breeze. Alright, keep going. Still walking up the hill, but how's that for a scenic view through the valley there? That's amazing, isn't it? Oh, got to the top of the gorge I've been following, which is down in there. I mean, it's not the highest peak yet, but got to a point where you can now see down the other side. And the next storyboard is here as well. So we're camping out there somewhere. Definitely worth the walk. Probably picked the wrong time of day, the wrong temperature, but we're going alright. And that's the valley that we walked up through. Anyway, let's go on and find the next chapter in our story about Mpara. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So here we go. It says, the father followed the tracks of the fierce Pangalanga, the devil man. He travelled across this saddle and over to the distant range in the west. That's the west. The huge Pangalanga had gone back to his camp at the top of the hill near Gilbert Springs. The man struck a spear upright in the ground. You can still see it today, that desert oak in Palm Paddock. So somewhere down there there's a desert oak, so we'll go looking for that in a moment. He stood up, mobs of spears all over the place in the ground, big fighting spears. The Pangalanga was sleeping in his camp. The father crept up and speared him right through and out the other side. The Pangalanga rose up and the two of them started fighting fiercely. The father kept putting spears into the pangalanga. Still he would not die. The father started retreating, fighting all the way. He grabbed his last spear and thrust it through the pangalanga, who fell down dead. Finished. The father took the pangalanga's axe and chopped him through the throat. The father left him lying there and returned back to his country, to his camp. He arrived at his camp. He saw his son there, alive and well. And the two of them, the tawny frog-mouthed man and his son, still live there quietly today. And that is the end of the story, I would say. Looks like it's time to start descending. You can see the track on the other side there. Down to the valley down there. Okay, on with it. Well, we're basically down now in the valley. That's where we've come from, up the back there behind me. Definitely worth the walk. Recommend that to anyone up this way. Well, there we go. We've made it back to the information hut there. 5 kilometres apparently. I think I did it just over 2 hours. Might have been a bit longer because I did stop at the telephone hotspot, make a few phone calls, check some footy results. Just reading the map there, and it's actually the walk we did this morning into Palm Valley. The creek there is actually Palm Creek, which actually runs then into the bigger Fink. So it was a good walk. Trying to head back to the campground and have a cold shower, and then maybe a beer. Alright, our final morning at Palm Valley campground. This is where our sites. Pretty good facilities here, shower, toilet down there. We've got the Palm Creek down here as well. I'll give you a quick look at. We are packed up. Had a good couple of days here. And yeah, this was I guess the creek we followed yesterday. On our walks into the valley. Last night we could hear the dingoes howling, and it was a blood moon last night, but I didn't get up to have a look at it. Anyway, we're packed up and we are moving on. We're not going far. Boggy hole apparently. I'll see you there.